EVgo is known as one of the nation's largest public fast charging networks for EVs. Back in 2020, EVgo started deploying integrated Tesla connectors. And according to EVgo's Chief Commercial Officer, Jonathan Levy, EVgo has around 600 Tesla connectors through an older version of the CHAdeMO adapter. But after a number of automakers announced plans to start using North American charging standard connectors in 2025, EVgo plans to add NACS connectors to its fast charging network across the country to help meet the charging demand. Following Ford and GM's recent announcement to use North American charging standard connectors in 2025, EVgo's CEO said the company will integrate NACS connectors on the EVgo network in future deployments as well as on some existing chargers. Levy says at the moment, Tesla is the only one selling NACS connectors. So, to be able to execute EVgo's NACS connectors plan, Levy says the company has been actively working with its suppliers and Tesla to make sure it has access to all the equipment and that it can do proper testing, certification, and validation. He also says there is an air-cooled and a liquid-cooled version of the equipment that EVgo is figuring out the availability on. He said the difference between the air-cooled and a liquid-cooled version is the amount of voltage it has.
There are a lot of vehicles out there, like the Hyundai behind me that I drive, that is an 800 volt architecture. And so higher voltage means higher temperatures, which means liquid cooling. And so we all have to work together as an industry to make sure that there's a robust supply of a competitive market of these cables and connectors that can be, again, tested, certified, validated, and then out on the road.
Levy says right now a typical session with EVgo is about $10 to $12. And for Tesla owners using EVgo versus non-Tesla users, he says there are markets where EVgo is cheaper than Tesla and vice versa. But Levy says he doesn't know if that will continue as it plans to integrate NACS connectors.
We've seen in Europe where Tesla does use the CCS connector that the prices are higher for non-Tesla vehicles than Tesla vehicles on the Tesla network in Europe. We don't know yet. I think there's still questions that need to be answered. The most important thing in our mind is just making sure, again, that we continue to serve all vehicles no matter what chargers they use, and that EV drivers are excited to take advantage of more charging options.
Levy says there are around 30,000 US DC fast chargers. Experts predict 300,000 will be needed by 2030 to keep up with the EV demand. And with new and used EVs in circulation, Levy says he predicts in the near term, we will see many charging networks offering multiple connectors. EVgo wants to continue to meet drivers where they are at, no matter what connector they use.
There's a lot of folks using the Tesla network, and so there's a lot of folks that want to go use our network and others as well. Our philosophy is that more EV sales is good for the whole industry.
EVgo's charging network includes around 900 fast charging locations in 60 metropolitan areas within 30 states. You most likely can take advantage of EVgo's charging services at your local grocery stores, shopping centers, and other organizations. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.